these two this summer. They're pretty fat though. I don't think there is too spicy for me, so should we count them up? Let's count. Hello my friends, welcome to my channel Discover with Kim. I am Kim and I'm so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to this week's book video. This week is going to be a huge book haul. Let's get into it. I decided for this week's video I'm going to do a big book haul of every single book that I have gotten or bought this year so far. Hopefully I've pulled them all down, so hopefully I haven't missed any. I figured I would just go through them and we could chat about them a little bit. Now, I have a book buying problem, so I won't come out and say that. I love books, so I buy books a lot. I also get books as presents, or I've had some pre-orders this year. I'm part of Book of the Month, so I get at least one book every single month. So there are a lot of books in this haul, so bear with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the book, I'm going to talk to you about it a little bit, and I'll let you know if I've read it or not yet. And that will be the plan. We're going to start with all the books that I've gotten so far from Amazon. So let me pull my pile towards me. So these books are in no particular order other than I've grouped them based on where I got them from, and I also grouped them based on if I've read them or not. So all these books I'm going to be talking about first I have not read yet. So these are all going to be books that are going to be on my TBR sometime soon, but I have not read them yet. So the first book is Four Ruined Realms by Mai Corland. So this is the second in a series. The first one is called Five Broken Blades. This is the second one in a series. This one is a beautiful stenciled edged version. So I'm not going to tell you too much about this book because it is a second in the series, but we do have some beautiful artwork inside of it. Really beautiful. And on the back it says the lies have just begun. Now I will say I have not read the first one yet either, Five Broken Blades. So what I'll do real quick is I'll read you the synopsis of this one so you'll know what the series is about. It's a season for treason. The king of Yusan must die. The five most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the god king Yoon. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now each of the five blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness through the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery, but for these five killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other. But only one can take the crown. The doorbell. Sorry, someone's trying to sell me something. But anyways, so that is the first synopsis for Five Broken Blades, and then this one I got last year, but this one I did get this year. So that is the first and the second in the series, and I know there's going to be another one coming out at least, but that is the first book that I have gotten this year. Next we have The Night is Defying. This is by Chloe C. Penaranda. I tried, okay? This is second to The Stars Are Dying, so this is also a sequel. Again, it has beautiful edges. Here is the first book. So Estrella is a prisoner of her own mind, the past sliding from her grasp like water. But she knows she must escape the cruel arms that hold her captive and find her clouded memories once again. The quest leads her to the Libertatum, a succession of trials hosted by a king in which five human lands compete for a cycle of safety from the vampires seeking blood, claiming souls, and savaging after dark. But each winning the Libertatum will not keep Estrella safe from vampires. She's made a bargain with the beautiful and deadly knight, who stalks her dreams and haunts her waking hours. He promises to keep her safe, but she knows she cannot trust him, cannot trust his lies, even as she finds herself drawn deeper and deeper into his seductive embrace. Caught between night and her own mysteries, Estrella must decide if winning the Libertatum for her kingdom is worth her life or protection, and the answers to her past really are her strongest desires. So that is book number one. This one I have read. I did enjoy it, but I will say that it was kind of heavy and dense, so it took me a while to get through it, and because of that, I have not read the second one yet. I know I will read the second one. I did enjoy this one, but it was just so much that I feel like I needed a break before I really dug into the second one. And I saw that a third one is coming out in December. So maybe I'll wait till the fall, so then we can read it right before the third one. But that is another book I got this year. Coming up next is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Again, beautiful edges. This one is the little novella that takes place between Powerless and Reckless, which are number 1 and number 2 in the series. I've not read the series yet, but this is a little novella that is in between them. The next book is A Harvest of Hearts by Andrea Eames. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but Again, beautiful edges. There's a theme so far. This one I have talked about in a couple of my different videos. It is on my April TBR. So if you're interested in knowing more about this one, go check out that video. But this is another book I've bought this year so far. Next I have The Serpent and the Wings of Night, as well as The Ashes and The Star-Cursed King. These are both Crowns of Nyaxia novels. They're number 1 and 2. They're the first duology in this like series world. My sister read these two and she said she really loved them, so I bought them. They're pretty fat, but they sound pretty interesting. Like I said, I haven't read them yet, but I do believe they are a human and vampire romantasy, so that sounds amazing to me. I'm hoping I will read these two this summer. They're pretty fat though, so that's gonna be like a week. I'm just gonna have to chunk through these, maybe 2 weeks, who knows. I need to read more. Next up is Wildest Dreams by L.J. Sheen, which is the second to Truly, Madly, Deeply. This one, I believe it is a standalone in the series though, so it is the same world, but it is its own story as far as I can tell. This one has some pretty yellow gold edges to match the cover. It is a romance, so he'll protect his best friend's baby sister from anything other than himself. So it sounds like it's like best friend's baby sister romance. That sounds really good. I have a feeling that these books are spicy. I haven't read the first one yet, but I've heard they're quite spicy, so I'm guessing this one's going to be quite spicy too. That one sounds really, really good. Next up, funnily enough, is Fearless. So this is the third book in the Powerless trilogy. It is, I think it's a trilogy. I don't know if there's another one. So the Powerless series, I guess I should say, this one just came out this past week, so last week, and I guess it would have been 2 weeks ago from when you're watching this video, but this one's pretty fat. It is the third one in the series. Also, like I said, it is by Lauren Roberts still, and I got Fearless because I saw it was coming out, and I have the other parts of the series, so I was like, might as well just grab it all so I can kind of just marathon read it. I'll probably make that a video. Are you guys interested in that? Like a whole video of me reading the Powerless series? I'm thinking I'm gonna do that before I knock them all over. Last but not least, my final book this year that I've gotten from Amazon is Firebird. So this book is about dragons, and I will read you the back because it sounds amazing, but let me show you the beautiful stenciled edges, and this book is just so pretty. I saw that this was coming out and I had to get it. This one again came out same day as Fearless, so 2 weeks ago from when this is gonna be posted. A conqueror captivated, a witch prophesied to save them all, a world where dragons rule Rome. For the moment, Roman general and nephew to the emperor, Julianus Dacia, laid eyes on Melina. He was enthralled by the Dacian dancer. Years later, the fierce beauty stands before him on a scarred battlefield, her life in danger. He instinctively shifts into his powerful dragon form to save her, an action that may mean his head on the imperial gate. But he and his dragon know one thing: she belongs to them. Hello. Melina can't believe that the Centaurian who had once bestowed a secret talisman on her is the Roman general of legendary brutality. His prowess as a warrior cannot be denied, yet it doesn't reveal the secret he hides. All Melina knows is his protection and gentle touch, and she cannot deny how her souls always seem to answer his. As they navigate a world where flying Death Riders conquer and burn, their love will ignite a firestorm that can only end in heartbreak or death, or both. The book is so pretty. I am so excited for this one. Like, this one is calling to me to read it next. I really want to. I don't know if I'm going to, but I really, really want to. So that is the final book that I've gotten from Amazon so far this year. At least for this stack. I think there's a couple more throughout, so just be prepared. There might be a couple more, but that is that. Now we're going to move on to the books I've gotten from Book of the Month. Every single month I get a credit and I get usually at least one book. Typically I end up getting 2 to 5 books, but I often get books from Book of the Month. I love all the different options they give me. There's different genres and they really help to expand my reading. So I love Book of the Month. This is not sponsored by Book of the Month. I super wish it was. Oh my gosh, I wish this was sponsored by Book of the Month. It's not, it is not. But anyways, let me show you the books I've gotten this year so far. The first one is Babylonia. It says Kings Fall, Queens Rise. So this is a story about Babylonia. So it says, a common woman, the governor she married, the king who loved them both. Welcome to the empire of gods and men, and the one queen destined to rule them all. Babylonia across the century has become the embodiment of lust, excess, and dissolute power. In this world you had to kill to be king, or in the case of Semiramis, an orphan raised on the outskirts of the empire, queen. Nothing about Semiramis' upbringing could have foretold her legacy. But when she meets a young representative of a new Astrarian king, a prophecy unfolds before her, one that puts her in the center of a brutal world in the hearts of two men. So that is part of the synopsis for Babylonia. This one, honestly, it sounds really interesting, and like the cover is just so pretty that I had to give it a try. Next up are Leather and Lark and Scathe and Sparrow, two of the Runeous Love trilogy. So these ones were not book of the month, they were add-ons that I could get, so I added them on 1 month because I wanted it for this series. Next up is Blackwood's Blue Sky. This is a thriller novel. Oh, hold on guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, Babylonia was by Costanza Cassetti. Maybe I shouldn't have come back and gone for the authors, but Costanza Cassetti. This looks like it's her second novel, but that is Babylonia. I'm sorry, I meant to tell you all the authors. And Scathe and Sparrow and Leather and Lark are both by Bryn Weaver. Finally, Blackwood's Blue Sky is by Eowyn Ivy. I'm gonna butcher every single one of these names. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying my best. So this novel is about a mystical landscapes of Alaska with an unforgettable dark fairy tale that asks the question, can love save us from ourselves? So basically, a woman moves with her daughter to a cabin of a man that she recently met, and she moves up there and is a bit reclusive for a while, which she really enjoys. But after a while being up in the isolated cabin with this man that she doesn't know very well, things start to happen. I have not read this one, but it sounds like basically she goes up to an isolated cabin with this man, and maybe he's not so nice of a man like she thought he was. This one sounds really good. This one sounds kind of like a cozy, like rainy weekend kind of book for me. Next up is Andromeda by Therese Bowman. This one was translated from a different language. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has a cute constellation on the back. So this one is it's about a publishing house. So a young editor who works at a publishing house and kind of her journey there. It's really thin. So I think this one's going to be an interesting read. I think it's going to be pretty like cerebral. So maybe it's going to be a bit thought-provoking. But I think it's going to be interesting. So I think this will be a fun one. Next up is You Between the Lines by Katie Naiman. I just added this one on this month. It was not a book of the month option, but I had a free credit because it is my birthday month. So I got to add on a free book, and I added on this one. This one is a romance. It is about an author who writes poetry who's been accepted into a master's program. And she's excited, but when she gets there, her crush from high school, who was also her nemesis, is also there in the writing program. So they end up having to be in the same program together, and they're competing for the same fellowship. And I believe this is an enemies to lover story. So it just sounded fun and interesting, and I like reading stories about authors, so I thought that would be fun. Next up is The Griffin Sisters Greatest Hits by Jennifer Weiner. So I've heard this one compared to like Daisy Jones and the Six recently. It is about the Griffin sisters who are in a band, and it's in the early 2000s, and it's basically about them being in this band and everything that happens to them. So I thought that sounded really fun. This sounds like a really fun summer read if you ask me. Next up is The Sun Was Electric Light by Rachel Morton. So this one I got through Book of the Month because it's only available in the US and Canada through Book of the Month, so it must not be printed here yet, but I was like, well, I want it then. So it's pretty thin. It's about a woman who leaves her life in New York to go to a small town in Guatemala, where she ends up meeting these two very different women, and she kind of goes through life with them and friendships, and I'm guessing things happen where she ends up having to maybe choose one woman or another for her friendship. I'm not exactly sure, but it sounded interesting and a little bit different, and since it was only available through Book of the Month, I'm like, I'm gonna snag this while I can. Next up is Passion Project by London Sperry. This is a romance novel, I believe. Yes, this one sounded like so much fun for summer, so I had to get it. So it's about Bennett Taylor, who has been living in New York City, but she's feeling adrift. So she sets up a first date with a guy named Henry, and she drunkenly confesses to him that she's not ready to love again. And he decides that he's going to go on an adventure with her to rediscover her passion for life. Yeah, like that sounded so cute and so fun, and I feel like obviously like they're probably gonna fall for each other. I'm not sure, but probably, but I just thought that sounded like so cute and fun, and a really fun summer read, so I was into it. Okay, so those are my book of the months that I've gotten this year so far that I haven't read. So that is that pile. Next, we're going to move on to my stack of books I've gotten from Target. Okay, so in the recent Target sale, I did get a bit of a haul, which if you watched my vlog this past week, you would have seen a little short of it. But I did get a haul, so I thought I would go through my Target books so far this year. The first one is You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. This is a thriller. It's about a woman who lives in New York. I love how so many characters are based in New York. It makes me laugh. But it's a woman who lives in New York and she's looking for an escape from life, so she books an Airbnb on a ranch in the middle of Wyoming. When she shows up, the owner of the Airbnb is a handsome man named Kelvin, and he seems nice and easygoing at first. But after a while, things start to get a little suspicious. There's no cell service. There's been a missing woman. There's something that she's just feeling isn't right about the ranch. And I have a feeling that things start to get a little spooky. So that sounded like fun. It sounded also like a fun summer read. With summer coming up, I kind of was like, I need a bunch of books to devour. So this sounded like a really fun thriller. It's not too fat and I'm kind of excited for it. Next up is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walter. This is a romance. The top of it says, it's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. So Meredith Fox lost her sister Claire 18 months ago and she shuts everyone out. But this summer she's determined to join the world again, so she goes on her annual family vacation to Martha's Vineyard. And her entire extended family is there for a big summer wedding. And even though she's dateless, she decides she wants to go anyways, and she's going to participate in the traditional Fox family game of Assassin. So they play a family game of Assassin during the wedding weekend, and she teams up with a cute groomsman, and I have a feeling sparks fly, but that sounded so fun. Like, yeah, she's going through a lot at the beginning, and I feel like the beginning she's going to be pretty down and beat up, but it sounds like she's going to get into this fun game with this cute man, and I have a feeling things are going to be going a lot better for her. Next up is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This book is, ooh, this one I think is going to be so cute. So Lucy is the main female character. She's vacationing in a beach house on a little island, and she meets a local who shows her a good time, and I'm guessing they hook up. And the only issue is that she later finds out that this local was the younger brother of her best friend. So she hooks up with her best friend's younger brother accidentally. They say that it's never going to happen again, but then every single year they return to this beach, and every single year I have a feeling there's chemistry. And yeah, I think that she's going to be fighting with this chemistry throughout the years with her best friend's younger brother. And it seems like Lucy has to go and help her best friend, who looks like she's having a crisis before her wedding. I'm guessing it's going to bring the brother and the main character together. So this one looks so cute. Again, another fun summer read. I'm just going to be sitting outside and just soaking in the fun summer reads this summer. Next up is Truth or Beard by Penny Reed. Falling for the Wrong Twin Never Felt So Good. Another romance, and this one is a twins romance. So there is a girl who grew up with these two twins, and the one that she has a huge crush on and the other is her enemy, and something happens where she mistakes the one who's her enemy for the one that she has a crush on, and I'm guessing they kiss, and suddenly she's not sure which twin she's so into. So that is Truth or Beard. This one looks really fun. It has some really pretty red edges, and I just thought it was so fun. My man, he has a beard, so I was like, I'm gonna give this a read. Next up is The Playboy by Marnie Mann. This is part of the Spade Hotel series, and I believe this is book 1. It has some pretty edges here. So in this series, it is about our female main character is in a club, and our main male character, who is heir to Spade Hotel, sees her there, and they have a one-night stand without names or anything, but then I'm guessing that maybe he gets a little bit obsessed, and it becomes more than a one-night stand. I've heard this one is pretty spicy, so we'll see how that goes. Next up are the first 3 in the Kings of Sin trilogy, or it's not a trilogy, series. So the first 3 in the Kings of Sin series. So the first one is King of Wrath. They're by Anna Huang, King of Wrath. The second one is King of Pride. And the third one is King of Greed. I believe these books follow different men within a different rich men. I'm not sure if they all know each other or if the girls know each other or what, but I have a feeling that the characters kind of overlap throughout the books and we get a different story for each one. It's pretty similar, I think, to her Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate Twisted Lies series, which I loved. I read that whole series, so I have the first 3 in her next series now that I'm looking forward to reading. Next up, I got Water Moon by Samantha Yambale. This one looks so cute, and it has such pretty insides, and even, oh my gosh, this is so pretty, the hardcover. Look at this. But this one is about a woman who inherits her father's pawn shop, and on the morning of her becoming the owner, she walks in to find that her father's missing and it's been ransacked, so someone's stolen from her. So she has to go on a journey to try and find her father and what's been stolen from their pawn shop, and I just thought it sounded really fun and really cute and a little bit different. Next up is Summer in the City by Alex Astor. This one also has some pretty edges. This is a Target edition, so these edges are the Target edition. This one is a romance. It's about a screenwriter who is set in New York City, and she's having writer's block. So I'm guessing she has fun for a summer in the city, and it helps with her writer's block. Perhaps she falls in love with this mystery man in the suit. That is my guess. I have a lot of good books that I'm going to dig into this summer. I'm so excited. Anyways, my final book from my Target haul was Night Weaver by R.M. Gray. This one has stenciled edges that says, "I will not let them take me." I'm really excited for this one. This one is a pirate romance, I believe. It has to do with night weavers, which I'm not sure what they are, but I do know that there are pirates in it because the female main character is a pirate. So it is a romantasy, and I'm so excited. The bottom says, "Filled with elemental magic, forbidden romance, and breathtaking twists, this is a propulsive romantasy about an iron-willed heroine avenging her brother and discovering her destiny, perfect for fans of Powerless and Heartless Hunter." Well, I loved Heartless Hunter, and I have Powerless sitting right here, so yes please, Night Weaver. And then also from Target, but not part of the haul, these I've just picked up throughout the year so far, or this one I sneak peeked a little bit before, Truly Madly Deeply by L.J. Sheen. This is the first in the series. This one I believe is quite spicy. This one has some pretty blue edges, and it's about, it says, "This old flame just might set them on fire." So I'm guessing this is a second chance romance. I'm excited for that. I also got the Hunger Games beautiful box set, so you can see they have the beautiful stenciled edges here. I guess I have to take them all the way out. I'm so excited to read these. So they have the beautiful stenciled edges. It comes with every single one of the first 4 books. So the first 3 I have read before, and I do have like my classic versions of the first 3 from when they first came out at my mom's house, but I'm not sure how those ones are faring. So I got the beautiful new ones of these 3, and then I also got the 4th book, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This one I have not read yet, so this one I still need to read. And finally, the last book that I got from Target so far this year. Hold on, I messed up. It's like you love box books until you have to put them back in, and you're like, please don't get hurt. Anyways, the last book I got from Target this year so far is The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. This is the 3rd in her Campus Diary series. This is the 3rd in her Campus Diary series. I just read the first one last month, so I figured I have number 2 and 3 now. This one, I believe, is about 1 female main character and 2 male main characters. So I'm a little bit interested and intrigued to see what that's about. Okay, next up, we are going to do the books I've just randomly gotten from places. So we have, oh, you know what? This one's from Target. Light Lark. It's like this fancy, this beautiful fancy edition. I have not read this one yet, but that one I also got from Target. I just saw it there one day and I was like, I need this. So we bought this beauty. I also got, since we were talking about the Hunger Games, I got Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Oh, sorry. Wow, I'm terrible. Light Lark is by Alex Astor. Oh. So now I understand why I saw someone on TikTok say that this was her first romance novel, because she wrote the Light Lark series, which I have not read yet, but I have it right here. Alex Astor. Anyways, Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So I have Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, which is a newer Hunger Games book that just came out in March. I have not read this one yet because I'm going to do a full Hunger Games reread. Look out for that video. But this one, it just came out. This one I got the Walmart edition. I also got from Barnes & Noble, I got Powerless and Reckless. I got the box set of these 2 because I figured mine as well. So now I have all of the books in these series that are currently out. So I'll be reading these ones soon. from a small indie bookstore, the romance and fantasy bookstore that is in a city near me. I got Full Moon Rising by Ruby Dixon. This one has really pretty edges. And this one is a romantasy. I believe it's between a woman and a matador, a matterhorn. All I know is that so it looks like this woman, magical artifact disappeared. Oh, her father gambled them away. So now she made a deal with the Royal Artifactual Guild to help her go underground and find more ruins so that she can replace the artifacts that her father gambled away. And turns out she starts falling for the man who is a monster. Sounded interesting. A little bit different. We'll see. I also got Somewhere Beyond the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. This is the second to The House on the Cerulean Sea. It has some pretty yellow edges. Speaking of, let's go into my final stack of new books, which have been gotten from miscellaneous places, but they are my April TBR, so I could not split them up. House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. So this is the first one. So hopefully I read this one this month, and then I'll read the second one. We have Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. This is the second to The Heartless Hunter. I'm aiming to read this month as well. This is between a witch hunter and a witch. We have Volume 0. This is my little short stories from Book of the Month. We have Kingdom of Claw, which is number 2 in the Ashen series. It's by Demi Winter, so this is number 2 to The Road of Bones. This one sounded really interesting, so I'm excited. I believe this follows a different character a bit. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. I remember what happened. It's a romantasy series, and it was really good. So I recommend this one. We have Butcher and Blackbird, which is the first in the Ruinous Trilogy series. So I showed you the other two that I got from Book of the Month. I got Butcher and Blackbird from Walmart with the pretty pink edges, also by Bryn Weaver. Aiming to read this one this month. And finally, I have Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. This one I got from that Romantasy bookstore. This one has some beautiful gold edges. This one sounds really interesting. It's about a girl who gets killed before her 18th birthday in every single life, and she's trying to find the person who does it before she dies in this life. So those are my April TBRs. So I will be talking about these more in my April wrap-up video. So if you want to know more about these ones, go and check that out. Okay, and then my final stack is going to be all the books that I've gotten this year that I've already read. So these will be from miscellaneous places. They're just the books that I've already read, which, looking at the stack of books I've read that I haven't read that I bought this year is ridiculous. But hey, that's okay. So we'll go with the first one, which is The Favorites by Lane Fargo. This is a book about 2 ice dancers and their lives from when they're younger as they work up in the ice dance world, through the politics, through life and romance and all that comes with it, working towards the Olympics. The next one was A Killing Cold by Kate Marshall. This book is about a girl who doesn't remember the first few years of her life, but now she's in her mid-20s. She's met a nice man, and she's going to his family's isolated cabin retreat for a winter holiday. When she gets there, she finds a picture of herself from when she was way too young that she doesn't remember, and things start happening. So this one is a thriller. This one is like a romance, also kind of similar to Daisy Jones and the Six. It's like a romance sporting book. Next up is Volume 0, Issue 5, my Book of the Month short stories. After that, I have a whole bunch of Lynn Painter books. So I went on a bit of a Lynn Painter binge, I guess you could say. So I binged a bunch of Lynn Painter books, and I love them. So we have The Do-Over. This one has some pretty edges from Barnes & Noble. We have Betting on You, also from Barnes & Noble, with pretty edges. We have Better Than the Movies, also from Barnes & Noble, with pretty edges. And we have Nothing Like the Movies. This one is from Amazon, no pretty edges. This one came out this year. These ones I believe have been out for a while. So these two go together. This is the first, this is the second. Loved them. Loved this one more. These two are standalones. These two are standalones. Let's see, one of them was Valentine's Day. This one was Valentine's Day themed, super cute. And this one was pretty thick, and it was about a bet and friendship and boys and girls, also pretty cute. I really liked these ones. all the Lynn Painter books. They're just so light and fluffy, and they really made me like smile while I was reading them. So they're really cute. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on those, you can watch my previous reading wrap-up vlogs because I talk about all of those. And then I have 9-Month Contract by Amy Dawes. I got this from the Romantasy bookstore. This one I will be talking about in my April reading wrap-up because I just finished that one, as well as The Island by Natasha Preston. This one I got in my Target sale. This one is a thriller about a millionaire who opens an amusement park on an island. He invites a bunch of influencers there, and then someone starts killing them. So that is the premise of this book. It's really short. I just finished this one a couple days ago. So again, this one will be in my April reading wrap-up. We also have, this one got set aside, but we have Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. This one has beautiful edges. It is a college romance. It's about a swimmer and a diver. It is quite spicy, but I liked that. A lot of people said it was too spicy for them. I don't think there is too spicy for me, so I really enjoyed this. It was good. Very good. Again, this one is in my reading wrap-up from March. And then finally, we have Den of Vipers, which I got from Amazon recently. It came out, when this video post came out 2 weeks ago. It has these pretty edges. This is a book that I'm currently reading. I'm almost done, so I'm hoping to finish it today, and then hopefully, well, absolutely, it will be in my April reading wrap-up, but that is the final book that I have bought this year so far. So, those are all the books. Should we count them up? Let's count them up, okay? So let me start with the ones that I've read, because that's easier. Or include the one I'm currently reading as read, because it's part of it. We'll just go with that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So of the books that I have bought this year, I read 11 of them. So I've read a lot more than 11 books this year. It's just that the books that I've purchased this year, I've read 11 of them. And then for the books I haven't purchased, I have my April TBR, which is up there. There's 7 there. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 49. 49. I need to go buy one just so it's 50. 49. Actually, that works out because it was 11 that I've read. So then I've bought 60 books this year. Wow. Wow, that's a beautiful number actually. But so I have read 11 of them. I have not read 49 of them. And I have bought 60 books so far this year. And it is April 15th, 16th. April 16th. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a book buying freak, but I have a lot to read this summer, and I'm really hoping to just dig in. After my birthday, which is next week, I'm going to go on a book buying ban. So there will be a birthday book haul, but then there's never going to be a break. There'll probably be book hauls all the time, let's be honest. But I'm going to try to go on a book buying ban until I read down a lot of these books that I've bought. And I also have the rest of my physical TBR, which we can count in a different video if you guys are interested. We can count how many books are actually on my physical TBR. That would be so fun. But yeah, that is my book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if you own any of these books. Let me know your thoughts on them, and let me know how many books you guys have bought this week so far. How many books you guys have bought this year so far, because I am so curious to know if you are obsessed with buying books like I am, or if you are good at controlling yourself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this book video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the books that I've got this year so far. My mega book haul. I can't believe I bought 60 books this year so far. That is crazy, but hey, I'm pretty excited and I love my books. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Live well, read some books, and go discover, my friends. See you next week. Bye.